So welcome to Fridge Art. I'm Andrea Radick.
I'm Kristen Plesko.
And what are we feeling today?
How about, I don't know, I kind of want a train wreck. Like, do you have any good ones that are just like
just
human,
bad?
just
you
focusing on the human form?
Are you
That's
talking about
always
just
good.
train wreck in general, or like an actual train wreck?
No, I want a human. Oh, I'm sorry. I have headphones on now.
I know. I sort of realized that. It's like, you can't. That actually
Okay.
makes your voice, like, softer.
Would you like the headphones? I'm sorry. I'm having trouble modulating my voice without hearing it because I have the headphones. I am the headphone queen.
Kristen has hearing damage from not listening to loud music ever.
Yeah, I can't. I think it's one of those things that some people just have.
Are you just looking away?
Well, because you don't want me to look at your thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you were just like, this is how I'll modulate my voice, is I'll just turn around.
That's a good way to do it, though.
No, it's not, because it makes your voice sound really weird on the actual recording.
Yeah, no,
So a train wreck.
Yeah,
Okay.
train wreck. Something really bad, but like bad human anatomy. Like,
Well, I've got plenty of that.
yeah.
Real train wreck, huh?
I mean, do you think some people just talk loud? Like, it seems like that to me. Like, some people are just loud talkers.
No, I think a lot of it is learned. You're not born. You're not born with like bigger vocal cords and like a larger voice box that like where it's actually gonna. Okay, you want a general train wreck? We can go with this one. Here's another piece.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
What's happening with his nipples? Oh God! Oh my God! Ew! What's happening?
So the general story behind this one, it's South American endangered animals that need to be taken care of by their modern counterparts, which I did as some sort of Hitler Youth tattooed guy.
I like how you chose the whitest skinhead that is possible. You know.
I know. And
What's wrong with his like nipple on her right?
He has like nipple bars, like piercings.
Who
But
the
I
fuck has those?
This guy. I don't know. That would be so difficult to wear a shirt. This is another.
You like see it, ew, right through this shirt, and it's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why do you have like things through your nipples?
I'm cool.
Now you can't feed your babies.
It does look like he had his nipples like cut off and then sewn in a horizontal line.
It looks like they're little mouths. Like, have you ever seen Digital Devil Saga? Like, have you seen any?
I haven't.
Basically, the female monster has, her breasts are actually just mouths, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. It is totally worth seeing once. But that is...
So yeah, this is college graduation. Another one for the portfolio.
Like, the face isn't that bad, like his...
Oh, I studied the shit out of that face.
Like,
even though his eyes are like equal signs. Like...
God, I'm looking a little closer.
Yeah, you want to zoom in on his face?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's getting grosser. The more I look at it, the more it looks like he has like a metal chin. Like he's who's the whiny boy from the one who has a metal jaw in Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Raiden.
Raiden. Yeah, sorry, Raiden. Pretty boy. There we go.
The naked flipper. Yeah. He does look like his goatee is made of metal. And my teacher, actually no, I think it's supposed to be like a rune or something instead of a goatee.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm sorry.
I also thought he had like some sort of like boa constrictor head on his head, and I didn't realize that was a frog. I thought it was just a mass of yellow and black.
So a couple things for this one. It's just, this is what happens when you shade with black.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's very gross.
You know what it reminds me of? Like a 1990s, like, early video game thing where they all, like, it was like, join us on the Amazon Trail. And it's
it does.
It's just that kind of, especially
early.
the background, like the border and stuff. It's just shitty box art from the 90s kind of thing.
Do you like that it's literally a photo? It's literally just a photo.
Oh, fucking hell. Fuck you, past Andrea. Jeez.
I think past Andrea, yeah.
Oh, God. Look at his drawn tattoos.
He's got some sort of half-concerned skull.
God, the nipples. Like, I'm just, like, it looks like one of the bars is way longer than it should be. Okay, like, who does that for, like... I mean, do male nipples do it? I guess they don't do anything, so you could ruin them however you want, but... Because otherwise, like...
Women can get that done as well.
Yeah, then, well, no, the milk would come out, like, 3 different ways. It wouldn't be good.
I'm looking at this, and I like, looped the photo
like
on itself. Like 4 times.
I like there's a little butterfly there, just why not?
Where's this butterfly? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, so these are all endangered
animals. Is that a monarch?
No. It's an endangered butterfly species in South America. That's way too fucking long ago for me to remember which one it was, but...
well, it's a swallowtail, maybe, because it has, like, the little...
I think
they migrate. And in recent years, we've been killing milkweed, because we don't allow them to grow in our crops anymore. So I know their numbers have significantly dropped. However, they don't live in South America; they live in Central America.
This might be Central America then.
Oh, okay.
Someplace south of North America. in some
those,
sort of
those browner countries, we don't know anything about them.
Oh my god. So
the Spanish-speaking ones.
So I spent a really long time on his face.
I'm sorry, it's just...
I know, it's bad. And I spent just a long time... Like, I think this might have been the piece I spent the most time in. And that's why it's my train wreck, is because there's just so many bad things going on with it. It's like, the animals, barring whatever the fuck this cat is...
Look at the monkey's face and tell me it doesn't look like a little old man stuck in a monkey's body.
Well, that's what a monkey looks like.
That
is very true to the picture I referenced.
Should have picked a better monkey.
And same with the frog. It's like it's...
Well, I don't know about that. It looks like the frog also is like knuckle walking. Like it's not actually like a frog.
He's just like, he's got one hand.
It's like, I watched Tarzan and everyone knuckle walked in that movie, so it's knuckle walking frog.
As they are wont to do. Skin tone is super gross. I just remember the teacher helped me out a lot with, which ironically, the thing I painted for work is not too far off from the same pose. Good. But,
oh no.
Like, yeah, I know.
His left arm is, well, the arm on our left is so short.
That one?
Yeah. I don't know about... It also doesn't look like it was rendered that well.
I know. I had a really hard time drawing people, and even just doing this.
Look at both hands. There's like one hand that looks like it's rendered, and then the other hand looks like you were like, that's about where I want the shadow to go. All right. I'm done.
Is that the one that's not rendered?
Yeah. That's what it looks like to me, but... also, the lighting is all over the place.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
It's mostly from the top, but then this monkey, it's from the side / the bottom.
Cat, it's from the back and the front.
it honestly seems like this guy is radiating the light.
Oh, like, you can really hear me like sliding around on my.
See,
I have to move around.
That's fine. I'm just saying, it's like that's always like I always hear that too and stuff. And when it's just like. It's so goddamn loud.
Maybe I need like a sound dampening like.
Oh.
That's all
loud
crack.
that sounds.
Let's all crack our fingers. Why are its paws so chunk?
Are you
the
cat?
Yeah, the cat. Why are its paws like?
All right, let's stop jumping around so much.
I'm
sorry, talk about these things.
There's so many things.
There are. That's why it's a train wreck.
Chunk paws. Explain.
Chunk paws. That was just the way I drew every paw.
That was your style.
Then. No, I just defaulted to that, and I still default to that occasionally now, and it worries me. But yeah, they're like very rectangular, like finger nubs, and then just it's very stiff, and also like just look at his shoulder and like the chest, like it's.
Well, at least you drew his arms up there, because like cats don't really have a collarbone.
Yeah, so that's an excuse I can.
That's a shining star of you know?
Look at his face though. Look at his just. His dumbass face.
Where are his whiskers?
They're right there.
Very hard to see.
Well, you know what? That's the least problem
here. Considering the light is lighting up his face, I would expect to see some whiskers, especially since the background is so dark.
Like, yeah, I didn't put like the chin in shadow enough. Like, so it just looks like it's just giving like a kissy face. Like, ooh.
Duck face. This is just how I normally look.
Everything on, like, the face is slid forward. Like, from the jaw, it just is very, very flat.
Yeah, like he had, like, Oh, shut up. God, you really can hear that, too.
Yeah.
It's like a beacon of hope and darkness. You know,
it's more so darkness, because he wants somebody to pay attention to him. Yeah.
Oh my god. Does everything just make noise? Oh my god. I like just unintentionally, I like rub my like leg or something just as a... Yeah, just, it sounds like I'm running through razor grass. It's like, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry if you hear me doing that, it's an unconscious, I like touching my thighs.
I'm sorry, I have some sort of condition where I much touch my thighs.
No, it's just...
You guys don't understand.
Well, you don't have like a nervous thing you do? Like, I like touching my thighs. Like, that's just the...
I have never seen you, like, instinctually touch your thighs in like a
I'm
like,
not...
I need to do this. You, like, wiggle your legs around and you do other
I wiggle
stuff.
the hell of my legs.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting down and my legs are available, like, I'm gonna, like, rub them.
Okay. That's weird. I've literally never seen you do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, this cat...
I'm gonna, like, tie up my hands now.
It's rendered in such a way, like, it's missing key things. Like, it's missing sort of, like, some sort of definition from its stomach towards its back hips, because it's rounded like a plush animal.
Yeah?
It's got nothing to it.
It has a general shape of an ocelot or whatever it is. Clouded leopard.
I think it might have been a clouded leopard. I don't know, honestly.
You know?
I have no fucking idea. I think I just looked up endangered, like, I'm pretty sure this snake doesn't just have straight up bands on it for no reason.
Yeah, is that
I don't know.
What kind of snake is that?
I don't know anymore.
I like how he has a little tribal bracelet, like, with feathers on it. I'm guessing they're feathers. At first I thought they were leaves, but I'm assuming they're feathers now.
I don't know. Because I'm looking and then I'm like, those look like leaves.
Are they macaw feathers? Because green macaws come from South America. I bet.
Sure.
I mean...
That's also a reasoning I can get, but I think it's...
That shadow, though.
Supposed to be leaves. I don't remember. Like... Along with just forgetting math, immediately leaving college, I forgot this picture because I spent so long on it that...
Look at that shadow and solve for X.
No. Look at this blurry blue coming from behind his rib area.
I don't really want to.
Well, it's right here. Look at this.
I like his...
well, that's the good thing.
It's his Mexican candy skull.
It's Dia de los Muertos.
Sorry, I can't say Spanish that well.
Chulo.
Don't say that to me. Don't call me that. I know what that means. I had a Spanish grandmother. You can't, she was actually Puerto Rican, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, no, his sugar skull candy.
It's got a sweet... I just like how it looks... Like, I just didn't really bother doing, like, an actual, like, tribal thing on the skull. It just looks like it has multiple eyebrows stacked on top of one.
It reminds me of a skull from, like, like Betty Boop. Like that one Betty Boop cartoon where there's like spooky skulls.
The spooky, scary skeletons?
The one with the walrus singing.
Oh, yeah.
The one that was terrifying. It just...
I think that is actually spooky, scary skeletons. Like, what was the other thing? This segment of arm really bothers me. It's the flattest arm.
It is one of the nastiest things I've seen you draw. Like, I mean, I'm not even, like, just saying that. It's impressively weird.
Isn't it just such... It just has, like, some stupid hash marks over it, and then it put, like, lighting on the side of it. So it looks like it has, like...
really do that.
It just looks like suspended, like, pantyhose just sort of over it.
It looks like
a weird reflection.
Like he has, like, a robot arm, and, you know, like, it's just, like... Or it got, like, ran over by a truck or something. It just has the tire marks. It's just fucking terrible. Like, God... I wear so my clothes are just making so much noise.
So I've been studying a little bit more human anatomy. Not really though. I'm still not that good. But like this fucking flat ass stomach area.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The light is just fucking coming.
I'm mesmerized by his nipples. Honestly, that's he's not like...
I'm trying to remember what my teacher... Because my teacher had a lot to say about this. Because my teacher just mostly painted people. So my teacher knows when it looks wrong. Oh, and he definitely knew this looked wrong. And he pushed me to keep going back to it to fix it. And I was just so angry at just this picture. And I just I still hate it. I mean, I hated it then, and I hate it now. It's never looked good. It's always looked just barely passable.
Yeah, like
just
that.
like what I just did.
I think the...
Look at his segmented boobs.
It looks like he had a reference for the arm and the head, and that's about it. And then, and then, you know, and I can definitely
I think I had one
that.
for the pose.
Yeah, but look at that. But also, like, the tribal things on his shoulders, like, is that one on the right, like, a shadow underneath the bird, or is that just darker for some
just
reason?
one of them is darker.
Why the fuck would you
know.
make that decision?
I don't know.
Andrea,
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna put you
but
on
it happened.
Gonna put you on a stool, and you have to explain.
It's like if you want to chastise me for something I did when I was 6 years old, and I'm still gonna tell you, I don't know why I did it. I just did it.
Confess one of your sins from when you were 6. What did you do? I have one.
From when I was 6 specifically?
Just around that age.
Around that. When we were leaving, like I was moving from one town to another, there was this kid that we knew, and his name was Scotty. I don't want to say his last name. His first name was Scotty. And he
Terrible
was like...
first name.
Scott. But Scotty. And so, and every time that he would cry, and he was a big crybaby, he would just get like these neon green snots that would just come out his face, just like he would just flip into full out, like, crying.
What disease did he have?
I don't know, and I still don't understand how somebody gets neon green boogers like that. But, like, you could say one thing, and he would just start bawling his eyes out. And so we were leaving. We were literally about to load into the car to go to our new place, and we were saying goodbye, quote unquote. And we ding-dong ditched Scotty, like, probably about 5 times.
You're the worst.
And his mom came out for like 3 of them, like, oh, you know, Scotty thinks you guys, oh no, we would never do that. Yeah, just have him come right out. We'd go and we'd run into this fucking ditch and we'd hide in there, and he'd come out and he would just be like, fine. And then the next thing, like, guys! And just like these fucking neon green snots would come out, and he would go and he'd stand back inside, and then me and my brother and our 2 friends would titter like children in a ditch, and then we'd go back and do it again. I was 9. My brother was 13.
Oh, that's the worst.
No, he would have been 12.
So he had a bad influence.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. We saw him years later. He was fine with it.
Oh my god. do you want one of my 6-year-old sins?
Sure.
I had overalls on, and I actually don't think I was 6. I think I was like 4 or 5. But I had overalls on that were Oshkosh Bagosh, and I was super happy. And I wanted Mom to buy me something from Michael's, and it was like the little, like, you know, the little fake, like, flowers and stuff. I thought they were really pretty. So I put them in my little overall pocket on my chest, and I didn't tell Mom about it because she said she would buy them for me.
Flowers?
I did. And then she was like, Kristen, Yvette, Plesko. And, you know,
everybody's going to steal your identity.
It's okay, the Chinese already did it because the government gave away all my information. But, my dad works for the government. Okay, but, basically what happened was
You just gonna lay down on that Chick-fil-A bag?
That's really crinkly. But, so basically she got really upset, and so she basically drove me back, and I had to shamefully give back the thing and apologize, and I remember being so traumatized. I got really upset when people even, like, I just couldn't go back. You know? It was so traumatizing.
And now you go back to Michael's all the time.
No, but when people say, oh, why don't you just steal it? No, you're not doing that. Yeah.
Don't lay down on the Chick-fil-A bag. There you go. Because he's just gonna do it.
That's my sin, is I thought Mom would buy it for me. And she would have, but I didn't give it to her.
I saw this kid in the Target the other day that it was like the greatest version of birth control you could ever see. So this kid was like 8, and she gets like a little pig plush from Minecraft, like those little fucking $2 things that also have like a big keychain fob thing on the end.
Okay.
You know, they're sort of useless, but it was like this big, and this piggy is so cute! Daddy, can I go get this piggy? And he's like, no, you have enough stuffed animals. Just like 8 or 9. Like, way too fucking old to do this.
Oh my god.
But just the right age that
it's annoying.
Some other child may slap them. Yeah. And so... Mom! she like does this sort of stumbling fucking walk, running to her mom. She's like, Mom, this piggy is so cute. And then she just stares her mom right in the eyes and just slowly puts it into the cart. And I was sort of alongside of them, and the mom, and I'm just looking at like, you fucking kidding me? That's amazing. And the mom's like, I don't know, Pumpkin, you have a lot of stuffed animals. That's okay. This one doesn't take up much space. It could fit in a box. Which is the sort of weird reasoning kids come to. Like, maybe they were moving or something, I don't know, but I just, like, I saw that, and I looked at the parents in the eyes, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get myself some candy. I'm a grown-ass adult. And that's already...
I don't have any children to care for that put things into my cart I don't need to buy for them.
God, she was so fucking saccharine, though. Just the... Like, I've never heard...
Her parents probably didn't hit her enough.
No. Like, she definitely played that thing that, like... She played one parent against the other, and That's Mom always says yes, so she just slowly... Just the thing I loved is she just staring her mom right in the face, like... She just slowly puts this pig in the cart.
She probably doesn't have any siblings, but then again, why would you want
No, she definitely
siblings?
does not have siblings.
You know, and it's not that every kid who doesn't have siblings are, you know, it doesn't mean they have to be selfish, it's just that they tend to be pretty...
Yeah, no, they do.
You know, they have a harder time not being selfless, I guess. Although, I tell you one thing, when my sister's got a Game Boy Advance to share, and I had a Game Boy Color, I was a little upset. First world problems, you know, so kids will obviously see that, but that's a little different than, like, just wanting...
Yeah, I was just like, I may be a child eating a bag of candy, but I am more grown up than your child is ever going to be. Because, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, sometimes I really wish you could just put them in, like, a pound for bad children and just forget about them, or train them to be better. Does that mean I'm, like, Hitler for bad children?
Sorta.
Don't give me any
just
of your bad
because your
children.
child is you know, rebellious or acts up doesn't mean you can just get rid of them.
No, you discipline the hell out of them. Make sure they know.
No, I would say a lot more there tends to be a root cause for why these things happen, and disciplining them tends not to be it.
Well, no, you
come
don't
from a family that used to discipline me for no fucking reason, and I can tell you, it doesn't do a lot.
Well, if they discipline you for a reason, you have a you know, like my parents wouldn't like just like, you know, for no reason. I was really bad. Like, I'd talk back to them, or I'd be sassy, or I'd, you know, things like that. Or like for my sisters, one sister hit the other sister in the head with a bag of rocks, and she was really excited about those rocks. I don't know why. It was really, when they were very young. How big
was the bag of rocks?
It was like a little, like, you know, the sandwich bag. But,
really just...
Yeah, just and of course Katie was like an infant, and we were on a cart ride now. So Mom was so angry. She like pulled out the bag of rocks and emptied them all out on the road. But there were rocks everywhere, so she'd never be able to find them again. And it was like it was in like Arizona. It was right after we had gone to the Grand Canyon. This must have been in like '98 or so. It was fantastic. But you know, discipline. Oh, I see. You're going to hit your sister in the head with a bag of pretty rocks?
I remember...
They're gone now.
Yeah, I would definitely done the same thing. I would have still
thing.
been driving, and then I just slowly dumped them out and just stare my child in the eyes. I remember having a puppy surprise, or puppy surprise, or the one where...
Oh, God, the one that has the babies?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And mine had 3 girls and 1 boy, and I liked the boy because it was, like, the only one instead of the 3 girls. You can't pick favorites.
Terrible.
Whatever. And so, like, I had
Hitler.
I remember I had it in my hand, and I was, like, making it fly because I was a child. I was, like, 5, you know. And I had it was outside the window, and in my hand, and a gust of wind just took it from my hand. I'm like, Mom, we have to get him! He's the boy! You know? And like, Mom's like, we're not stopping. You know, and I never played with puppy surprise ever again, because it's just 3 girls left, and you can't pick, they all looked exactly the same. Couldn't pick favorites. And it was just like that puppy family just mourned the loss of the one, lost of the goddamn
You have to find the
highway.
one that's the least defective, the one that has the most perfect stitching and stuff. That's what I always did as a kid. Am I Hitler?
think I was that detail-oriented.
Am I Hitler? Perhaps. I wanted the one with the most perfect stitching, and the other ones were the slaves.
Jesus.
No, well, you never. So you couldn't pick your favorite one out of identical ones?
No.
Am I just like a monster? Okay, sorry, I'm a monster apparently. So
let's go back to our other Hitler youth here.
Yeah, sorry to confess my sins here, but yeah, no, that shoulder really bothers me. The shadow on it.
Which?
Oh, sorry, not that you.
This shoulder?
No, sorry, the darker color for no reason.
Yeah, no, that is really.
It just looks like he has like a giant like two-toed bird just kind of gave him a muddy high five like right on his shoulders. It's just weird. like Big Bird just is like, just hey buddy,
just comes in and yeah.
So
this bird is hideous. Like it's really hideous.
One of its eyes is
He
closed.
looks like he's made of eggshells.
Like it's just
he's really shiny, in a very gross shiny way.
I can't tell if he's a griffin or a bird because his body just kind of goes on forever.
How does his body go on forever?
Well, if you look at his, like, the size of his head, and you can't really, and his body is to the side. I don't know, he could have 4 legs or 2. I don't know.
Maybe, but...
Where's his tail?
It's behind him.
Where's his foot?
It's behind him. He's just sort of here. Yeah, if I were to do anything different, I would make these fucking shadows legible, because this is miserable. You can't see anything. Like, I hadn't really learned how to do sort of, like, colored shadows, I guess.
I guess rim lighting?
No, rim lighting certainly didn't help here.
Well, you tried. You got a little gold star with some Comic Sans on it.
We have brought that joke up like 4 times.
I know.
His one eye is a lot tinier than the other.
It's just, shading with gray is the most disgusting 90s thing I've ever seen. It just reminds you of being miserable and on a gray computer.
That's the biggest problem, is that it's shaded with gray, and the colored tone is not something that's alive. And I remember this being greatly improved from what it originally looked like, which is even worse and more gray looking.
Oh, I wonder if you can find the original. That'd be great.
No, that's definitely lost to time, thank God.
Like, you know what this kind of looks like to me? It kind of looks like Noah Bradley's face. Like, you can, like, look at it. Like, it's just, but maybe it's just a guy with, like, a goatee and short.
Is that what Noah Bradley looks like?
Kinda. If you go look. Yeah. Okay. He has a mustache though, I think, or a goatee combined with mustache. But
look at this random patch of skin. You can tell this is done probably last minute. This random patch of skin.
Yeah.
Where it just like the edge goes slightly off of his jaw.
It does. There's like a little.
He's just got like some sort of flesh, like bag goatee thing along with his riding jaw.
Like, what happens if you reverse this? Like, I want to know what happens if you reverse it.
It's
probably nothing good.
Even worse. Let me bring it into Photoshop and we'll find out.
Can you not do it in a Windows picture view?
No, I can't do it in Windows picture view.
I don't know what it's called. I'm on a Mac.
I know.
Like a douchebag.
Yep.
Alright.
Jesus.
Let's...
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, that nipple bell is getting even longer. Ugh.
Yeah, the nipple bell sort of goes
right into him. It kind of looks like it's like a...
Look at his face.
Oh my God.
Look at this one
giant
eye.
Skewed. Oh my God. Look at his like jawline. It looks like he was punched as a kid, like on our left side, and like just...
His left side now?
His right side.
His shadow side.
His shadow side. Like
his shadow side is greatly shoved in there, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And that monkey is just perfectly fitting with that contour of the page.
I really don't like how it just says, like, the scrawniest backside. Yeah, that's, like, the same distance away. Like, the scrawniest backside. Because, like, his back foot looks like it's overlapping the front foot. But then the monkey is just more or less some sort of brown pouch.
Yeah,
it has legs coming out of it.
It's really disgusting. Like, I mean... Also, what's happening? Oh, that's your brush. Okay, I was like, what the hell
is
this
that? Crazy white outline? Yeah, no, that's my brush. You want to look at that? You want to look at his weird edge of his hand?
Why would you do that? Like, you had a reference available. I know you did. There's no way you didn't.
Like, the problem with me and people is, like, I'll start drawing them and they don't look too bad, but then it starts rendering and it's not exactly right, and then I get freaked out. And that still continues today. And it bugs the shit out of me.
Well, you just got to approximate it. Like his breast attached to his shoulder thing, and you look on the other side. Like there's a way to attach it. If you just look at the muscles, just kind of like just kind of approximate it from how the muscles look and just make it look like skin is stretched on it. Like, you know, you don't have to be...
I understand. It's just like, just get freaked out.
It is very noisy. You get freaked out.
Yeah, like, I lose my nerve on it.
Did a human hurt you when you were younger?
I used to get made fun of for how my people looked, and it was mostly by my mom. Used to do that.
Oh.
So
I would just so people did attack you.
Yeah.
People are your biggest enemy.
Although she thinks that the Old Man River, whatever Captain Planet that we did, like she thinks she's like, you finally perfected human beings, and I was drawing that other thing for work. I'm like, well, sorta.
Well, that's good.
Almost.
Well, at least she said something positive. That's,
yeah, no.
You know.
But I mean, like, it's always been a sore subject for me, and I just get really, really worried and really nervous about it.
Oh, so you have like a what is it called when you're? It's kind of like a fear of public speaking. So you have an artist's fear of drawing people.
No, it's more so I just really don't like doing it, and then in the middle of drawing it, I can still see when it doesn't look right, and then I have to leave the picture that way.
Okay.
And that like I can see what's wrong with it, just like the thing I did for work. I know what's wrong with it. You know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I found the more I painted them, the easier it was.
Yeah.
And I have to paint them so often.
You do. And
like to a dumb amount.
That's why work shouldn't have me do them.
Oh, well, they should just let you do monsters and stuff. I don't mind drawing people. I really don't. I mean, because I've had to draw them so often, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just accepting my fate. Oh, this isn't so bad. Okay.
Let's look at his feet. Look at his socks.
Because I'm looking at his jeans, his blue pants, because those aren't jeans.
He has extremely
those are blue 90s pants.
Sweatpants. Zubas. He's got extremely blue Zubas on.
I'm just offended at his whiteness and the fact that he has tattoos and he's with all these animals instead of someone who actually lives in it. Like, is that wrong? Like I'm not necessarily...
I could barely draw people.
Honestly, like, people with darker skin, I would say are just, are easier to paint, because, you... Yeah,
I would say in some ways it's a different color palette, it does, obviously.
Yeah, you still have greens and reds.
Extremely white people have lots more blues and greens and all sorts of crazy fucking colors in their skins.
Well, because if you paint them wrong, they look like a ghoul.
Here's an example. Ghoulie McGee here with his reflective flashlight stuff.
Yeah, and I guess... I don't know. I find darker skin a little bit more photogenic because it won't be as washed out by like a flash or
that's
something.
The other thing.
It's the perfect skin for photography because it'll always look nice.
It's true.
Instead of just like crack cocaine dusted all over their body.
Yeah, you can tell there's a definite theme between like the coelacanth and this. Like that's how I drew people. It's just
crack cocaine bodies.
Yeah, white as snow all the time.
It's just like some people are that pale and. That's just a shame.
How about look at his hands? Look at like these black.
It looks like he has a chunky child hand. Like it's just so gross. Like it just looks like he has bloat.
He has like the tiniest like shrunken in thumb, and the tiniest fingers.
Like and there's no blood flow. Like with my hands, like
he's
I always
dead.
Like you see, like with my hands, like they're very red. It could just also be my hands, but I would expect that they would have more red instead of just like the ghostly pallor of death.
Yeah.
Is there a word for that? Is there a word for that color?
I think this is the color of somebody who is about to faint, or somebody who's lost a lot of blood.
Going into shock.
Yeah.
Like it is someone going into shock, and
he's in
nipple
shock.
Barbell though.
Yeah, the one where it just sort of goes straight in from, like, his chest muscle, and then he doesn't really have, like, a top nipple part, and he just... It
is literally just
my teacher brought something up like that. He tried.
It just... His chest also doesn't seem, like, wide enough on our right side.
I actually remember my teacher coming in and helping me paint some of this. Like, that's how frustrated I was. I'm like, can you show me what I'm doing wrong? And I think the part he painted was... I think part of the face that doesn't look like shit. So, like, he put some, like, the various colors and, like, up here and, like, over here. Like, I think I painted over the majority of it. Might have been some of that there.
Like, to
me, he did put colors into it, and it made it look better. And then I try to, or it might just be this hand.
To me, it looks too much like you took, like, the reference photo literally instead of, like, using your imagination and, like, people around you for, like, the skin color. Because that's, I guess, the challenge of drawing people from, like, photography.
Yep.
But
I always photographed in fluorescent lighting, so they always just look like sickly.
I mean, that's fine if you know how to paint that. Like, you know, like I you know, if you know like how to fix that, or you can photo adjust it. That's why I like taking raw photos.
35 minutes.
35 minutes? Okay. Well, there's plenty to talk about this on it, but I'm kind of grossed out by his pants and like.
Yeah, no, the highlights are very
background.
bright. The other thing is like, let's see what this looks like on a shittier monitor, because that's something I've noticed with like this one. It's like I was looking at some of the older illustrations I've done. Like that one where it's like the wolf fighting the bug. Like on here, it looks like interesting, but like in here, it looks like shit.
Yeah, it's almost like having more colors will really show you the flaws in older paintings. I always like it when I see the artifacting on my old paintings. I'm like, oh, come on.
Here you go. So like, it looks a lot better there. And a lot more well, no, it's.
It just looks really dark.
Yeah, like it's really dark here.
Do you use the histogram?
Here, it was quite a bit better.
Yeah. You know? Do you use histogram at all?
Not as much as I should.
Yeah. Like, what does the histogram say about it?
That's
you
crappy.
ain't. Yeah.
Oh, we have to move on to something
Pro
else.
tip: histogram is super useful for figuring out if your drawings are too dark. So.
Yep. Okay, so
yeah, he looks like a gross '90s box art painting.
He does.
Like.
He does look like he would be a part of like a really shitty computer game.
Amazon Trail?
Probably the Amazon Trail.
I mean, literally. But where's the talking jaguar head? You don't have that.
I'll link some talking jaguar head in, but yeah, it's gross.
I don't think you've learned everything about this man. You should go back and talk to him.
Alright, we'll come back with Kristen's.
I mean, that's literally the worst fucking thing. God damn it.
Get out loud.
Fucking A. I was begging her not to choose this one. I was like, oh man, I should have probably just deleted that so no one would see it. So, yep, I have no excuses. This is fucking shit.
So, we were going through and Kristen's like, no, don't choose this one. It looks like cum all over him. And
it does. And
he does look like he's plagued with shine, right? Like
it's because the character, there's this fan art of a character, and he got wet in the show, and it was a stupid gag, and I was a stupid teenager, and I just painted it so bad. It's so bad. Like the color scheme is just I'm fucking.
See, I don't really think it looks like cum. I think it looks like he has like rolls of lint stuck to him, or like.
Ew.
Okay, the one by his mouth, sort of, but
I just. And the problem is there's not much to this one other than just
we can maybe do a couple of yours.
Because unfortunately a lot of mine are just little bits, little disgusting bits. Oh my god, this is fucking gross.
Kristen went through an extreme anime phase with it.
Oh god, I did.
I like how the original ones that you suggested for us to look at were ones that you weren't actually too terribly ashamed of. Because you're like, oh, I did this all with mouse, and this, look at that.
All right.
And then,
there you go. There's true shame.
As we're actually, exactly. It's like, as we're going through this, we got real shame. So, which character is this?
This is Azul from Gundam Seed Destiny.
Of course it's Azul, because
it's
blue.
Azul? I don't yeah, of course. Yeah. Is it? Is that his name?
I don't
look it up.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to.
He was one of the pilots. This was a long time ago.
And then Shinji.
I think it was literally 10 years ago. Yeah.
I like his fashionable hair flip.
That's anime for you.
I also like his shocked expression, which his eye is just open a lot, and then just his mouth is just like
there's just
like
no context.
If his eye was like a little more closed, it would look like you're trying to like throw something into his mouth. Like it doesn't look like a
not
natural
like cum
movement
or anything.
I was thinking like crackers or something. Like you go to sushi, and then they flip like the shrimp into your mouth. Something like that is where I was going. Not cum.
That's a much more.
This podcast is rated PG. Actually, this podcast.
Parental guidance suggested.
This podcast is rated R.
Ask your parents if cum is right for you.
No, you're the worst. You are Hitler. Yeah, I just like his wiggly, shiny... So you said people told you later that this looked like?
It did. And there's artwork. A lot of my friends like Gun of Sea, so we basically uploaded like random magazine scans and stuff. Like we were really into
You're
it.
The fucking worst. You're the worst type of person.
What do you want from me?
I do like the sort of coloring of his wet shirt, but it doesn't actually look wet. It just looks like part of normal coloring.
Yeah, it's just not. I didn't try hard enough, and this is a fucking shame. I
like also his open shirt.
Yeah, I really think I need to just burn this and forget that I ever did it. This is 10 years ago. All my cells in my body are different now. And I feel good about that.
You have all the anime tropes in here. So you have like the guy making like a sticking his tongue out, and then you have something with like a sexy look with like a cookie in his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I don't even think it's a sexy look. I think it's a dead-eyed stare with a cookie in his mouth. It's just bad.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna start saving these all.
Yeah, feel free to save them. They're my shame. If anyone wants to just make me feel ashamed of my life.
So did you color the one with the cookie in his mouth? Let's see.
I think I did, but it's too small to actually. Oh, yeah, no, the colors on that are god awful. Like she's looking through my photo bucket right now, and so she sees a ton of different versions of just garbage.
You remind me of the people that pester me on the group forum that I do, and they literally send me like 5 different versions of the exact same picture with the slightest difference in coloring.
These were works in progress.
I understand.
Yeah.
You don't have a colored version of this one, so...
Is it on the next page?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do like your Sora without an eye. That's
you like
terrifying. God.
You like that I just couldn't figure out how to draw an eye, so I just didn't?
I like how optimized Photobucket is. And incredibly slow.
Even with like 50 megabytes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I have a fantastic connection now, so...
Good. Is that the one you meant to click on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one I meant to click on.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He has like
I swear
an indifferent mouth with a cookie.
Yeah, that was when I had a open
Why does he have
canvas?
the tiniest chocobo on his shoulder?
Because I didn't know how to draw parrots.
That's supposed to be a parrot?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a pirate.
How is it a parrot?
Because he's animated and beautiful with long bangs. With his weird...
He looks like a no good hipster. Like, how is that
Look at the skull that's outlined on his fingerless gloves.
Oh, fuck you. He looks even more like just Euro trash. Yeah.
You like how the heart bubble has 2
I like how you just didn't put his goddamn shoulder in, and you just have 2 toes.
Because it's not done yet. It's a terrible
example.
Are
you going to finish it?
No.
Oh, okay then.
No,
I like how you don't have his shoulders. And you just have this fucking floating claw leg here. Oh, look at you with your...
Oh my god.
You did? You signed it?
Okay, well, I stand corrected. Apparently that's done.
Oh, is that when something's done is when it's signed?
I don't know why I signed it like that.
Oh.
God, I want to crucify my past self. That's just fucking terrible.
Save image. Into the shit folder.
You're just going right to town in here.
Until we find something where we...
that one's pretty bad too. That's like every stereotype of...
I think we've talked about when you just use fucking gray to color everything.
Yeah?
Okay, here you go.
That was Oekaki.
Okay, I thought that this just had, like, that was the other eye, and it was like a little, like, hunchback eye, and it was really low.
Oh my god, it does look like that. Holy shit.
I like your pillow shading.
I thought I did a good job with the clouds.
I like your... Why is there, like...
Oh. You can't make it... Nope, it's the other way.
I like how one of them just has the thing on there. No, we're gonna... I like just this random white crap. Is this more cum in the sky?
That's stars.
How can you see sky? It is the middle of the day.
You can see stars in the middle of the day.
Yeah, go and do it. Go out when it's sunny.
With a long exposure
in the
camera.
In the middle of the day. I just want to see this as some sort of, like, low... Just, like, Quasimodo eye.
I don't understand when no one loves me.
The fucking daggers for the bangs.
Oh.
He's like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. Emo man Sonic the Hedgehog with his pillow shading.
Bad. I honestly don't think the cloud is the worst thing, but it has no context whatsoever.
Nah, it's just everything has the same lighting on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to make sure it look like a cloud, you would at least put some goddamn total difference between this dark area and this light area down there.
Yeah. You're right.
This is a lot of clouds lately.
This is just kind of garbage.
Just this fucking pillow shading.
Yeah,
this
you like
goddamn pillow shading.
I use sheet painter.
Good.
I can tell you that.
Bringing in the sheep.
Yeah,
Save the images.
God, they're just gonna get a bunch of just...
Yeah, we're doing a best of today. How about that?
The best of old Kristen Plesko.
You have so many just, like, freaking anime cats in here. More...
Shut up, alright?
More than should be normally
Shut up, man.
Is this Linkin Dark Link?
It is. I never finished it, though.
I like this one where you've cut off part of his cheek.
Oh,
coloring.
Yeah. Can you tell that I can't? I just got...
I like how you just saved this and then uploaded it.
I don't understand.
Why would you save a flat version of this?
I don't know. I think I actually
Save
still have
images.
Oh my god. You're just gonna show all the old garbage I've drawn. All the old anime garbage. There's a lot of anime garbage.
Sure is.
Like, I apologize.
You definitely went through the daggers for hair. I also went through daggers for hair.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go through Heather from Silent Hill 3? Oh, no.
No.
That was just a head.
Okay.
There's a lot of really shit. Oh, and now you're seeing all my pictures from Japan.
Oh, well. What is this?
One of my friends made me take a anime form thing, you know?
That is unfortunate that it's so tiny because we can't show that.
I know.
Kristen essentially has it's like a black background with like red text from Word, and then it has like a really woobly and then sort of like a shaded, like a soft brush done around the outside of
It's
some
really bad.
crappy anime picture. Alright, we'll jump up a couple then.
God, it's so bad. It's more Japan pictures, but you can see where I went to the World War II Memorial Museum.
Yeah, I bet that was...
It was terrifying. There was a lot of melted glass.
So what are all these, like, parts of assignments and... Okay. I don't get it.
I think it was a school assignment or something that we had to, like, program.
Did you have to make
like,
your own buttons or something for your...
Yeah, we had to make a button. We had to make a website, so... Oh, yeah, that was my... The friend who liked young boys, that was one of her pictures of her young boy characters.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I know.
Alright.
You're saving that. That one wasn't drawn by me.
Oh, it wasn't drawn by you.
No, that wasn't drawn by me. You can tell, though. Look, his eyes are different.
I don't know. They're all sort of the same.
So
this is a guy.
That's a boy.
Jesus Christ, that is...
Oh my god, no! Oh my god. My friend from downstairs is calling me. My Indian friend who waters my plants sometimes.
Oh. Jitan?
Jitan, yes. Yeah. I think I'm busy right now.
Okay. He's just standing out there, just
Where
shaking
are you?
his head. You haven't watered your plants today?
You know?
Throwing magnesium on there, yeah.
You need to give it more magnesium. I
Well,
don't understand.
we can't really make fun of somebody else's picture, but I will link it very quickly, just to show how high up these pants go.
Oh my god, I never
'Cause
noticed that.
That is penis territory. That is fucking poking out at that point. If let's say the crotch is right here, Jesus fucking Christ. Bruises. God's sakes. Right.
You're enjoying that.
Well, it has a stupid anime face by it,
and her thin. She really loved thin, weak, beaten little boys. I mean,
Girl,
that was
she's
her
probably
thing.
a big fucking fan of the Holocaust, then, wasn't she?
What?
Jesus.
What?
Thin, like, this is, like, extremely malnourished. We can't make fun of other people's artwork. We have to stop.
Okay.
But Jesus Christ, the fucking crotch on this. That is not okay territory for a child picture. I as soon as I'm done putting that on there, I'm deleting it off my computer because I don't want the fucking FBI coming after me.
Well, if the FBI haven't already gone through my photo bucket, then...
So, here's a good one. Is this the done version?
Oh, well, it's about as done as it'll ever get. You like it? It's pretty fucking bad.
Let's open a new page.
You like the texture?
So, this is something, like, this side-eye thing is something I also struggled with for a while, and when I used to offer, like, tutoring and critiques and stuff, one of the people I was doing it with, they had that problem as well. They're like, I can't make these eyes look correct. And literally the way to fix that is just to put some fucking skin on the other side of the eyes. You don't just have, like...
Sure don't.
The fucking eye just is, like, the side of it. Just, like, the white part's just the side of it. It's just, like, you have the square space.
Or you actually use a reference.
Or
That's a
actually use
secret.
reference. I like all your incredibly, like, phallic-looking things in the background.
That's
here.
Midgar.
I bet you it is Midgar.
If you look at a picture of Midgar, that was the only picture I could find of it.
Okay, I have a good one. So, this hand is holding the sword, but it's not on this shoulder,
Yeah, you're right.
and it's behind his head. Would you like to explain this?
I wasn't very good at drawing.
That's not an excuse.
He's holding it along with his dick.
He's cutting into...
Just, you know, he's
cutting
buttering
into
up
part
his
of his
face.
head. Yeah. That's what it looks like. He's just rubbing it on the back of his head.
Yep, he's giving himself a haircut on the side.
You know, with these fucking dragon birds you have here, then maybe it's just part of his hair.
I think they're supposed to be vultures.
It's with these dragon birds.
Basically, what I was trying to draw, which I did a really bad job of, is you know, like the... Well, you
like
never
his
played
furry
it.
tails.
You never played Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
Well,
Mom! I never played Final Fantasy.
it was sad, and it was when Cloud...
I've seen quite a bit of this game.
It's where Zack dies, and basically Cloud takes his personality and, like, all his belongings. You know?
And he's just...
It's not a good picture.
Fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his personality. The vultures are here. You see me, Karen? Took his clothes and his fucking Buster Sword.
I like how I literally just didn't bother drawing anything
Is this supposed to be his body? Is his body, like, right...
His body's off camera, for some reason.
But
Probably where
it's
Cloud
right
is.
below.
Yeah.
So he's standing on his body. Cloud is a dick.
Look at the perspective. I don't
Look
think
at the
I knew
soup
anything.
can in the background here.
That is Shinra Electric Company.
It
Fuck
looks
you.
like a soup can put in the bag. Look at this phallic fucking tower here.
It's ripped for his pleasure.
It's light for her pleasure. Also has a boob on the top. Like,
Little nipple on the top. Yeah, that is a lot more phallic than I would have imagined.
and like all of these are really soft. Oh, here's a better one. Here's one leg. Here's another leg. Here's another penis just coming out of this robot.
Oh
How about
God.
that?
Oh my God, you're right.
You could even look at, like, this part is the one.
The one giant dick.
No, not that's the giant dick. Just that, like, if this is the same size as this here. It just looks like a nude robot hanging out. I also like how his dirt ass pauldron here with its fucking nipples sticking out of it
Yeah,
has like it like cuts into his skin right here.
it
Like,
sure does.
It doesn't actually. Look at where his shoulder is.
Look at how disgusting the texture is.
Yeah.
Like, it's just bad.
Look at this one white brush that you did, and then you just used the smudge tool that had texture in it and dragged it upwards. You can see that a lot more in this one over here.
I think I used the soft brush and just used the bigger soft brush very lightly over it to give it kind of a glow. Still not good, though.
So does it have like these giant
Yeah, it has,
fiery torches?
yeah, it does. Look at it. Look at a thing of Vidgar that is literally. I mean, this is a really bad.
Let's do a
rendition
fun thing. It's Final
look at-
Fantasy IX, right?
7. Final Fantasy 7 and then Midgar. It's like Midgard, but without the D.
I ain't looking up that. I'm gonna see if we can find a picture you reference Cloud's face from.
No, that's too recent.
Yeah, it's also...
Yeah, This is I think before Advent Children came out. I think it was in 2006. Like, I honestly can't remember when Advent Children came out. It was a bad movie. And that's also from the PS3 demo, which did not exist when I
I like how these screws are more...
They're still shit, though. I mean, you know.
yours are just like in a line.
Well, look at the original
Very
artwork. I
soft-looking.
think in the at the very top they would be there. The original. Yeah, there you go. See the third one.
This?
Yeah.
That's the original one?
Yeah. Oh, I guess it is kind of in a triangle, maybe, but you can't really tell because it's on the side. It's terrible, isn't it?
He never is actually resting the sword anywhere. It's just also, again, wiping butter on the back of his face. Like, oh. Yeah, I like his sort of, like, lop eyes as well.
It's not very good.
And
If
his
I ever
JCPenney's-esque shirt.
if I ever redid this, I would definitely not. I would just the little boy picture. God damn. Bruises.
Bruises, summer.
Bruises. Vampire hurt me again.
And you got your hair wings on your birds.
Yeah, that's not very good. That's also not a species of vulture. It's just bad.
What, the, like, blood sausage vulture?
Blood sausage vulture combined with fashionable.
I like how this one
stuff.
eye, he's just sort of, like, staring at, like, and this one was like, like, it's a lot wider.
Yeah. I like how I didn't shade anything. And
I like how his, like, sort of cuts under his jaw here.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
understand
not my hair.
paper. Yeah, or not paper, sorry. I didn't understand how hairlines work.
I didn't realize hair fucking poking
I
out
didn't
of
realize
his
you
ear.
didn't have hair growing. You know, it's like something you don't realize until you actually, like, pay attention.
Yeah.
Is that hair doesn't grow behind your ear. It just fucking
some sort
doesn't.
of monkey man?
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't even
Like
think
Final Fantasy 9. Or is it 10?
It's 9.
Yes.
You did it. He's actually...
I like how you had these light torches, and then you still have these thick back lines under them.
You like that?
No.
It's really bad, isn't it? I really like how that one thing does look like a robot with a penis. That's fucking great. That is like... That's the highlight of this piece, that's for sure. It's just bad. There's like no lighting. You can't tell what's going on. It's just bad. Like, I'd love to redo this one because I actually really
Let's
did
go
feel,
for that other
you know,
one where it has the wonky eyes.
What wonky I want? That's all of them.
No, like, is that light from Death Note?
I did a paint chat with a friend. Mine is the lower right, and hers is the upper left. Oh, sorry.
The other one
You're
where...
in-
I know, I'm going back to the wonky-eyed one. Before we had chosen. The one where it's like sort of looking at you and his fucking eyes are going different directions.
Oh god, I don't remember where that one is.
Oh, it's here somewhere.
Is it before
Don't
that?
you worry, pumpkin. Yeah, it's before this.
God, is it much before this? God,
Yeah.
I'm just embarrassed that I have all this anime garbage in my photo bucket. It is a time capsule from a different time and space.
Where's the wonky eyes?
I deleted it with the power of my mind. I think it would have been actually... That's not it.
No, that's not it. Those eyes are
He
focused.
is wall-eyed, but... Well, not wall-eyed, but his eyes are too far apart. I think it's not... I think it's more...
I hope this is a paint jet with somebody.
Yeah, that's a paint chat with someone.
We can talk about this really quick. Look at how incredibly detailed each dagger coming out of the head.
That was a little boyfriend.
Why is she crying?
It's probably a boy. I don't know.
Why is here crying?
I don't know. You can tell, though, I didn't have a tablet at the time, because...
Oh, we are...
There's just two floating heads, and it's fucking great.
dead-eyed stare on this one. Just...
I'm sorry, that wasn't
I'm
drawn by
into-
me, but... I really like doing the winky thing and the blush.
Oh, we
God.
all did. We
God.
all went through that phase,
Is
Kristen.
it possible to go back in time to, like, just punish myself for doing that? Look, that one probably has a winky eye, too. Or no, it doesn't. The thief. Stupid thing.
No, you tend to just draw no eyes. Oh, there's... It's in here.
I think you're going back too far. It was more recent than that.
I'm going to look through all of
No,
them.
now you're at the beginning.
I know.
You gotta go further. Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's right next to the dragon eared thing. Fourth on the very right. There.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There she is.
Here.
Oh,
You can't tell.
there. Satyr head is what this is titled.
Satyrhead.jpg. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Turn on my lights.
It was before I knew. Yeah.
We turn on. So, I just like the fucking wall lines.
It's This is also an unfinished. I think I was using Illustrator because I didn't have a tablet at the time.
Ugh.
I didn't get a tablet until 2006. So.
I didn't get one until 2010.
Boo! Okay. Well,
Actually, no, it was like 2008. But I like just the scratchy shit at the bottom.
oh yeah, it's because I didn't finish. That's my sketch. Isn't
I like
it bad?
this bleeding headline.
Yeah? You like
today.
that?
I like it very much.
I really do like those eyes, though. I wonder what it looks like reversed. Because then you
I
able to see
can't
it.
care enough to save it, bring it into my Photoshop,
Everything's-
and then reverse it. Well, I do, actually.
I like how the hair goes over the eye, but you can still see the eye through the hair.
Yeah!
I hate
also
that.
do that crap a whole lot.
That is the worst.
This poor shit folder, so... Okay.
God, it's so tiny.
Yeah, it's pretty tiny.
Oh my god, you can really see it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh god. I see things,
So,
man.
like, the fucking horn is just coming out of, like literally right there.
The
like
temple,
just,
yeah.
Not even the temple. The temple's over here. It's just coming out, like, just slightly above their eye.
God, it's so dumb looking. You know, it's just...
I like the ear that everybody does, where it just has a bunch of really small points of hair in it.
Yeah, where it
And
looks
it's
like
also
it's
the
like
exact-
an old man ear. Like, it's just full of hair.
No, I don't know any old men with extremely pointed cat ears. Like,
No, I mean, like, just all the
Just hair
all the
coming
hair
out of it?
in their ear. That's what old men do. They have a lot of ear
what
hair.
they do is ear hair.
Have you
Copious
not-
amount.
You've
I
never
have
stared into the ears of
I
man?
have a grandfather that he has much ear hair.
Yeah. It's kind of gross. I feel bad for guys. They gotta, like, pluck their ear hair to not have it there. This person needs to pluck their ear hair.
Sorry,
That
we
is
went
really-
back to the
that is-
crying person.
That is really great.
God,
Oh, that's
nice.
so bad.
Let's find a good one to end on.
Ow. That was my ankle.
Mhm.
What about that Gaia Online one where it's peace sign? The very bottom.
Oh yeah, we did talk about... Oh god.
Like, you know what the pants
So
look like to me
we've
is...
talked about this one.
The pants look like Windows Me. Do you remember that? You remember, like, Windows Me?
The fucking
kind of-
cloud texture.
Yeah, the cloud texture
That's
in
actually
the background.
that's what my graduating, like, my dad printed out my graduation cards,
Oh, no.
and they were all on like that cloud, that like 1996 cloud paper,
No.
and it was like I saved it. I think I still have it because it's just the most
God.
ridiculous thing, but that also looks like her pants, just
Yeah.
like that.
God, that's so bad.
So this is a fox person.
Yeah? can
With their
tell
eyes
she-
are extremely far apart.
Oh, they are. They're, if you zoom in, you can probably attempt.
I can see the distance from here, but and then she has a trident for some reason. So
She looks like she spent like 2 gold on her outfit and was like, you know what? Another 2 gold for a commission of my sweet character design with fox ears and a foxtail.
also
blue
like
hair.
kind of has that stupid cat face that
the lips,
three,
the hair lip, basically. Yes.
I like how
What is
she's
the
giving
politically correct term for that? I guess cleft palate.
Cleft palate.
There we go. That's
That's what they said in the 50s. They don't say it anymore.
all right. I'm sorry.
I always thought it was like hair,
Oh.
not hair like rabbit.
Well, yeah, but it looks like rabbit lips, kind of.
I know, but
And it makes
it
sense why they
literally,
would
I
call it
just
like
figured
that.
that out. That's why it was called a hair lip. It's because it looks like a rabbit. I thought it was just like hair from your head, like a mustache
Like
lip.
it just like,
My
my
that's
dad has a hair lip, and it's just a mustache.
cleft palate.
No, but literally a hair lip, like because
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
saying.
get it.
But cleft
Okay,
palate.
cleft palate. All right,
So this
I'm
is-
sorry for not.
This is the most anime thing. She has glasses. I like that her glasses that go as soon as it goes slightly into her hair, it becomes blue, like her hair. I like her goddamn torn up gloves.
You like that?
And
I
I
drew
like
that
her
on all my
fucking
characters.
trident.
I drew that on like literally everyone.
Is this your character?
No, it's
Oh.
not. This is actually commission. But I love drawing torn up gloves on people because it doesn't make it. It means they're.
Is it a way to hide
It's
the
the
hands?
man.
It hides the hands.
No, it's against the man. It's like a post-apocalyptic. They can't afford real gloves, so they have these torn ones with no.
You know what
fingers.
else is post-apocalyptic? Going over your own lines to paint the color. Like on this fucking ear right here.
Oh my god. I don't think
It's
I knew
against
how
the man.
anything worked.
Beazle, don't knock your tail on there.
He's
Come here.
doing it.
You doing it. Yeah, lay down. Go lay down. I know you're not the center of attention.
It's just
Just chill the hell
really
out.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just really bad.
Yeah.
God. I like how the ears just look like facsimiles of ears. Like, it's not actually how
I like how it looks like 2 party hats put on the sides of her head.
Yeah, it does. Or like 2 bird beaks, if you really look at it the right way.
Oh, jeez.
It's got like 2 fat bird beaks.
I used to do this as well. So you put a solid color in the tail here, and then you just smudge tool.
Oh, that was definitely the smudge tool. This was probably Paint Shop Pro, which is a garbage thing by Corel.
I also... I used to do these sort of flood pants, or like the really wide, like bell-bottom pants for all of my things as well. We'll get to those
like,
eventually.
definition?
Yeah. They're just trans pants. What
It
do
looks
they
like
call
they're full of helium right now because even the pockets are ballooning. You know?
It does look like her lower half is just like inflatable.
like she's a Bratz doll at the very bottom, and she just has to have bell bottoms.
She just has actual parachutes for pants.
I like her belly button just kind of being there. I think it's a little too low.
It's not too bad. Yeah, no, it's a bit low. It's not. Fucking gloves. Yeah,
I do like how the foxtail
most...
has to have the, like, it's like perfectly straight. I guess the line from like white to.
Yeah, it doesn't really have any definition or any fold or bend to it. It's just
so fucking bad.
Yeah.
God, I hate it.
I think it's a good place to stop. We've gone through like 8 of your pictures.
Yep. Well, honestly, there's not much to say about it.
There's not. We can get rid
I didn't actually try hard back then.
You realized something was going askew and then you gave up on it.
I applaud myself for realizing that.
That leads to many unfulfilled promises and unfulfilled dreams. Here, looking at your stuff now. Because we don't get the full thing. We could have had a really shitty background to laugh at. We could have had, like, really bad human anatomy.
I know, I just stopped and started so many times, I just improved without having really just backgrounds to laugh at. Except that one. The one that looked like the icicle cum.
That one didn't have any backgrounds.
Yeah, the one with, like, the 2 people fighting the cave dragon. And it was, like, badly burned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That had...
Oh, yeah.
There you go, there's one background. But I like drawing Oikaki. I liked Oikaki a lot. So that usually the stuff I drew full backgrounds for were like the small, really small things. Mm. So.
Alright, what do you want to use for your musical number today? I'm going to use these magic cards.
Let's see. I have Post-its. It's not a very good sound. Here.
Just at the beat, Kristen. You want to do a little freestyle for us today? Fridge art coming to your life, except we're not. Smacking cards together, da da da. Da 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 da. Fridge art, da da. Hey, it's Fridge Art, and I always do that thing where I don't bring up Audacity, and then we have an awkward thing after the song should end. Fridge art. Oh.